So, operation on functions and the domain kapag nag-apply tayo ng operations. So, let us begin by some of this. Actually, parang notation nga lang ito, no? So, if you have two functions f and g, we define the following. So, whenever you see this, it means f of x plus g of x. If you see this notation, if that is for the difference, that is f of x minus g of x. Yung nauna for the sum. And for the product, yung f dot g of x, ang ibig sabihin nito is f of x times g of x. And this notation means f of x over g of x. Of course, dapat si g of x is not 0 para defined ito. Actually, para nag-aaral lang tayo ng language, no? Kapag nakita nyo na yan, anong meaning nun? Pag nakita nyo to, anong meaning yan? And what is the domain? Pare-pareha ng domain na itong tatlo, yung sum, difference, and the products. So, kukunin nyo lang yung domain ng f intersection domain ni g. So, yung mga x lang na common doon sa domain ng dalawang functions. And what is the domain of f over g? Yung domain nung kukunin nyo muna tong set na ito, yung domain ni f intersection domain ni g, or the x na common sa domain ni f and g, and you remove all the x such that the g of x or the denominator is 0. So let us consider this example. What is f of x plus g of x? Sinusolve ko lang ito para lang may example lang tayo. Plus x plus 1. F of x minus g of x is square root of 2 minus x minus x plus 1. What is f of x times g of x? Just multiply this 2 times x plus 1. What is f of x over g of x? It's just divide. And what is the domain nitong mga nag-apply tayo ng operation? Of course, kailangan mo muna ng domain ni f and g. So, yung domain ni f, the set of x, such that, itong nasa loob, bawal mag-negative pag may square root. Bawal mag-negative, so ibig sabihin 0 siya or positive. So, 2 minus x is greater than 0 or equal to 0. Which is the same as the set of x in R such that, ano ba to pag sinolve natin to? Negative x greater than equal to negative 2. Divide both sides by negative 1, mag-flip yung sign. So, x is less than or equal to 2. Which is negative infinity to 2. And what is the domain of G? Walang bawal, any real number. Sabi natin, pare-pareha ng domain itong tatlong to. So, anong domain ni f plus g? F minus g, f times g. Intersection nito. And what is the intersection of these two? Pag dinrawing mo sa number line, negative 2, tapos yung isa buong number line. Ang common dyan ay itong portion na to. So, negative infinity to 2. And what is the domain of f over g? Pareha lang dun sa domain ng tatlo, pero aalisin mo yung magpapa-0 sa denominator. So, meaning, ito yon. Kasi intersection. Tapos, i-take away the set of x such that g of x is 0. Ano ba si g of x? X plus 1. X plus 1 is 0. Alisin daw yung mga x such that x is negative 1. So, alisin mo lang si negative 1. So, negative infinity to 2, take away negative 1. Or negative infinity to negative 1, union, negative 1 to 2. So, that's how you do it. So, itong negative 2, nakuha sa intersection nito, tsaka ito, kasi yun yung formula. Domain ni F, intersection, domain ni G. So, punta naman tayo sa next, which is the composition of function. So, in the composition of f and g, denoted by f circle g of x, is defined by f of g of x. So, yung g of x, ipapasok mo sa f. So, kumbaga parang ganito yung nangyayari na step by step. Ang ibig sabihin ng yung x mo, papadaanin mo sa f circle g of x ay, yung x, papasok mo muna sa g. That's why you get ito, yung g of x. And then this g of x, ipapasok kay f to get that thing. So maybe we can do some examples just to illustrate this. So meron tayo nito, f circle g of 1. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Ito yung f, ito yung g. So it means f of g of 1. Substitute lang. So which is, what is g of 1? Palitan dito 1. So, g of 1 is 2. And kay f of 2, replace x by 2, which is 0. So, what is f of g of x for number 2? Dito na lang kasi baka matakpan ko. What is f of g of x? F ng x plus 1. So, dito sa f mo, lahat ng x papalitan ng x plus 1. Which is square root ng 2 minus x minus 1 or square root of 1 minus x. Okay? So, burahin ko na yung scratch work ko dito ha, kasi kailangan ko ng, hindi pala, usog ko na lang. Kailangan ko kasi ng space na masusulatan. Alam nyo naman, limited ang space. Dito naman, tingnan nyo, magkaiba naman yung order niya, nauna yung G. Ang tanong, pareha lang ba yun? Pwede mo bang pagbaliktarin? Ang malalaman natin ang kasagutan dito. This means G of f of 1. What is f of 1? Replace 1 dito. So, f of 1 is square root of 1, which is 1. And what is g of 1? G of 1 is 2. Pareha ba ito? Hindi sila pareha. So, ang moral ng story, hindi pwedeng pagbaliktarin yung nandito. Okay, kailangan ganyan lang yung order nila. Hindi commutative. Okay, bawal magbaliktad. So, let us compute for G circle of f of x. For ano lang, practice lang. So, this means G of f of x. And what is our f of x? Square root ng 2 minus x. At ano yung G? Papalitan ito ng square root ng 2 minus x. Okay. So, nagets ba yung composition na yan? So, gaya ng ginawa natin sa 4 operations, dinefine natin yung 4 at dinefine natin yung domain nila. So, ngayon, i-define naman natin yung domain ng composition of functions. So, makinig ditong mabuti kasi maraming namamali ditong mga estudyante. Okay. So, ang domain nito is the set of x such that saan unang dadaan yung x kay G? Meaning, x must be in the domain of G. The set of x such that x is in the domain of G and yung g of x mo, pinapasok mo sa f. Meaning, this g of x must be in the domain of F. Or, pwede mo itong i-restate as yung X mo nasa domain ni G. So, this is the same as the domain of G intersect with the set of X such that G of X is in the domain of F. So, gagawa tayo ng example, of course. So, parang sa previous example, yung given, let us find the domain of F circle G. Alam na natin yung domain ni F, negative infinity to 2. Ito yung kaninang ginawa natin. And the domain of G is the set of real numbers. Okay? So, domain ni G, okay na. So, ito na lang hahanapin natin. Okay, so ano kaya yung set na yan? So, this is the set of X such that, ano yung G of X mo? X plus 1 is in the interval na ito. Pero ano ba ibig sabihin kapag pasok ka sa interval na negative infinity to 2? Ibig sabihin, less than or equal to 2 ka kasi nandito ka sa left ni 2. Or pwedeng ikaw si 2. So, this means the set of X such that X plus 1 is less than or equal to 2. And then you solve for X. Or ano tong interval na to? Ito si 1 less than equal to 1. So, negative infinity to 1. So, hindi pa yan yung domain na F circle G. Ang domain na F circle G, ito. Okay. So, the domain of F circle G is equal to the domain of G. Ano ba yung domain ni G? Real numbers, sinolve natin yan kanina. I-intersect with this. So, ang sagot, negative infinity to 1. So, ito yung domain ng F circle G. Okay, punta doon tayo sa warning. So, ito yung sinasabi kong maraming nagkakamaling bata. Ang ginagawa nila, find the domain of F plus G or F circle G. Ang gagawin nila, kukompute muna nila F circle G or F plus G. Tapos, yung makukuha nila expression, yun yung kukuhanan nila ng domain. Mali yun, okay? Always apply the definition para hindi magkamali. Yun yung sinasabi nung warning na to. The domain of a sum, difference, product, quotient, or composition of functions f and g is not obtained by simply examining the resulting expression. Gawin natin dito yun gagawin ko yung tunay na solution which is using the definition at yung mali na sinasabi ng warning. Okay, this is the correct one. Sa correct solution. So, the domain of, ano kayo maganda? Kuwari product na lang is equal to domain ni F intersection domain ni G. Yan yung definition, diba? Pero dito, what is the domain of F? Bawal mag-zero yung ilalim. So, the set of X such that X is not equal to 2. So, real numbers, alisin si 2. Si domain ni G, real numbers, alisin yung magpapa-0 sa denominator. Magpapa-0 sa denominator is negative 1. So, anong intersection ng dalawang to? Real numbers, inalis mo si 2. Ang common niya sa real numbers, alisin mo si negative 1. So, real numbers lang yan, naalisin mo yung negative 1 at saka 2. So, ito yung tunay na sagot. This is the correct answer. Okay? Ito yung incorrect. So, sinusulat ko talaga incorrect. Ano yung incorrect? Gagawin nyo, find, ano ba yung f times g of x? This is f of x times g of x. Compute natin, ha? Pwede ba yung usog ko? Feeling ko natatakpan ko na siya. Hindi ko kasi nakikita. So, anong lalabas? X plus 1 over x minus 2 times 2x minus 1 over x plus 1. Lalabas ganyan, diba? Tapos hanapin mo what is the domain. Bawal mag-zero yung denominator. The set of real numbers such that tignan nyo yung nakuha nyo sagot. Magkaiba doon sa totoong sagot. Doon kayo mamamali. Pwedeng sumobra yung ibigay ninyong sagot doon sa domain. Kasi may mga bagay kayong hindi nako-consider kapag kinompute nyo muna yung expression tapos kinuha nyo yung domain. So, ang moral lang ng story, always apply the definition. And that ends our lectures on different types of functions and operations on different kinds of functions. So, sana na-gets ninyo. Of course, stay safe. Goodbye.